Cheer up thy spirit, and droop no more. My gracious lord, the Duke of Somerset, hath freely given to thee and to thy heirs, by letters patent of his majesty, all the lands of the Abbey of Faversham. Here are the deeds, sealed and subscribed with his name and the king's. Read them, and leave this melancholy mood.
Franklin, thy love prolongs my weary life, and but for thee, how odious were this life that shows me nothing, but torments my soul, and those foul objects that offend mine eyes, which makes me wish that for this, the veil of heaven, the earth hung over my head and covered me. Love letters passed twixt Mosby and my wife, and they have privy meetings in the town. Nay, on his finger did I spy the ring which at our marriage day the priest put on. Can any grief be half so great as this?
Comfort thyself, sweet friend. It is not strange that women will be false and wayward.
Aye, but to dote and on one as such as he is monstrous, Franklin, and intolerable.
Why? What is he?
A botcher, and who no better at the first, by some base brokerage getting some small sum, crept into the service of a nobleman, and by his servile flattery and fawnings now become the steward of his house, and bravely jets it in his silken gown.
No nobleman will countenance such a peasant.
Yes, the Lord Clifford, he that loves me not. But through his favor let him not grow proud, for he by the Lord Protector backed, he shall not make me to be pointed at. I am by birth a gentleman of blood, and that injurious ribald that attempts to violate my dear wife's chastity, for dear I hold her love as dear as heaven, shall on the bed he thinks to defile see his dissevered joints and sinews torn, whilst on the planchers pants his weary body smeared in the channels of his lustful blood.
Be patient, gentle friend, and learn of me to ease thy grief and save her chastity. Entreat her fair. Sweet words are fittest engines to race the flint walls of a woman's breast. In any case, be not too jealous, nor make no question of her love to thee, but as securely presently take horse, and lie with me at London all this term. For women, when they may, will not, but, being kept back, straight grow outrageous.
Huh. Though this abhors from reason, yet I'll try it and call her forth and presently take leave. Ho, Alice!
Husband, what mean you to get up so early? Summer nights are short, and you rise ere day. Had I waked, you would not risen so soon.
But this night, sweet Alice, thou hast killed my heart. Thou hast called on Mosby in thy sleep.
'Tis like I was asleep when I named him, for being awake he comes not in my thoughts.
Aye, but you started up and suddenly, instead of him, caught me about the neck.
Instead of you? Why, what there but one is, how can I mistake?
Arden, leave to urge her over far.
Nay, love, there is no credit in a dream. Let it suffice I know thou lovest me well.
And now I remember whereupon it came. Had we no talk of Mosby yesternight?
Mistress Alice, I heard you name him once or twice.
And thereof came it, therefore blame not me.
It did, and therefore let it pass. I must to London, sweet Alice, presently.
To London? Oh, tell me, do you mean to stay there long?
No longer there till my affairs be done.
He will not stay above a month at most.
A month, I may. Sweet Arden, come again within a day or two, or else I die.
I cannot long be from thee, gentle Alice. Meanwhile, prepare our breakfast, gentle Alice, for yet your immunity hoarsened away.
Ere noon, he means to take horse and away. Sweet news is this. Oh, that some airy spirit would, in the shape and likeness of a horse, gallop with Arden across the ocean, and throw him from his back into the waves. Sweet Mosby is the man that hath my heart, and he usurps it, having naught but this, that I am bound to him by marriage. Love is a god, and marriage is but words, and therefore Mosby's title is the best. Whether it be or no, he shall be mine. But here comes Ada of the Flower de Luce. I hope she brings me tidings of my love. How now, Ada? What's the news with you?
He whom you wot of, Mosby, Mistress Alice, has come to town and sends you word by me. In any case, you may not visit him.
Not visit him?
No, nor have no knowledge of his being here.
Tell me, is he angry or displeased?
It should seem so, for he is wondrous sad.
He is mad as braving Hercules. I'll see him, and were thy house of force, these hands of mine should raise it to the ground. Unless it's that which bring me to my love.
Nay, you be so impatient, I'll be gone.
Stay, Ada, stay. Thou would want to be my friend. Ask Mosby how I have incurred his wrath, and bear to him from me these pair of silver dice, with which we played for kisses many a time. And when I lost, I won. And so did he. And ask him if he be not sad and wrathful to come this morning but along my door and salute me but as a stranger there. This he may do without suspect or fear.
I'll tell him what you say, and so farewell.
Do. One day I'll make amends for all. I know he loves me well, but dares not come because my husband is so jealous. And these, my narrow, prying neighbors, blab and hinder us when we would confer. But Mosby, thou that comes to me by stealth shall never fear the biting speech of men, nor Arden's looks. That block shall be removed, and as surely shall he die as I abhor him, and love only thee. Then, Michael, whither do you go?
To fetch my master's nag. I hope you'll think on me.
Aye, Michael, but see you keep your oath, and be as secret as you are resolute.
Or else he shall not live above a week.
On that condition, Michael, here's my end, and Susan shall be thine.
I understand the painter here hard by hath made report that he and Sue is sure.
There's no such matter, Michael, believe it not.
But he hath sent a dagger sticking in a heart with a verse or two stolen from some painted cloth, the which I hear the wench keeps in her chest. Well, let her keep it. I shall find a fellow as can both write and read and make rhyme too. And if I do, well, I'll say no more. I'll send from London such a taunting letter as she shall eat the heart he sent with salt and fling the dagger at the painter's head.
Michael, what needs all this? I say that Susan's thine.
And I say that I will kill my master, or anything that you will have me do. Why, say I should be took, I'll ne'er confess that I know anything, and Susan, being a maid, may beg me from the gallows of the sheriff.
Trust not to that, Michael.
But, mistress, tell her, whether I live or die, I'll make her more worth than 20 painters can, for I will rid mine elder brother away, and then the farm of Bolton is mine own.
That's well, Michael. But yonder comes Mosby. Let not him nor any other know thy drift. Mosby, my love.
Away, I say, and talk not to me now.
A word or two, sweetheart, and then I will.
Where's your husband?
'Tis now high water, and he's the key.
There let him stay. Henceforward, know me not.
Is this the end of all thy solemn oaths? Is this the fruit thy reconciling buds? Have I for this given thee so many favors, incurred my husband's wrath, and out the last made shipwreck of mine honor, that thou shouldst say, henceforward know me not? Remember when I locked thee in my closet, what were thy words and mine? Did we not both decree to murder Arden in the night? The heavens can witness, and the world can tell. For I saw that falsehood look of thine. For I was tangled with thy enticing speech. Arden to me was dearer than my soul, and shall be still. Base peasant, get thee gone, and boast not of thy conquest over me, gotten by witchcraft and mere sorcery.
Ungentle ass! Now I see that which I ever feared and find too true. A woman's love is as the lightning flame which even in bursting forth consumes itself. To try thy constancy I had been strange. Would I had never tried, but lived in hope.
What needst thou try me, whom thou ne'er found false?
Yet, pardon me, for love is jealous.
Mosby, let me still enjoy thy love. My husband hoards up bags of gold, but now he is gone to unload the goods that shall be thine. And he and Franklin will to London straight.
To London, Alice? Why, if you'll be ruled by me, we'll make him sure enough for coming there.
Would that we could.
I happened on a painter yesternight, one who can temper poison with his oils, that whoso look on the work he draws shall, with the beams that issue from his sight, suck venom into his breast and slay himself. Sweet Alice, he shall draw thy counterfeit, that Arden may, by gazing on it, perish.
I love, but that is dangerous. Before you or I or any other coming into the chamber whereupon it hangs may die.
but we'll have it covered with a cloth and hung in the study for himself.
Mosby, I'll have no such painting.
I pray thee, leave it to my discretion. Clark! Clark, you are an honest man of your word. You served me well.
Why, sir, I'll do it for you at any time, provided, as you have given your word, I may have Susan Mosby to my wife. For, as sharp-witted poets whose sweet verse make heavenly gods break off their nectar draughts and lay their ears down to the lowly earth, use humble promise to their sacred muse, so we who are poets' favorites must have a love. Love is the painter's muse that makes him frame a speaking countenance, a weeping eye that witnesses heart's grief. Then tell me, Master Mosby, shall I have her?
'Tis pity, but he should. He'll use her well.
Clark, here's my hand. My sister shall be thine.
Then, brother, to requite this courtesy, you shall command my life, my skill, and all.
Oh, but thou couldst be secret.
You know not me that asks such questions. Let it suffice. I know you love him well, and would fain have your husband made away. Wherein, trust me, you show a noble mind, that rather than you'll live with him you hate, you'll venture life and die with him you love. The like will I do for my Susan's sake.
Yet nothing could enforce me to the deed but Mosby's love. If I could without control enjoy thee still, then Arden should not die. But seeing as I cannot, therefore let him die.
Sweet Alice, thy kind words make me melt. Clark, your trick of poisoned pictures we dislike. Some other poison would do better for.
Yes, such as could be put into his broth, and yet in taste not be found at all.
I know your mind, and here I have it for you. Put but a dram of this in his drink, or any kind of broth he shall eat, and he shall die within an hour after.
I am a gentlewoman, Clark. Thou and Susan shall be married.
And I'll make her dowry more than I'll talk of, Clark.
Mosby, yonder's your husband. I'll be gone.
Ask him the question yourself, Master Mosby.
Master Arden, being at London yesternight, the Abbey lands, whereof you are now possessed, were offered me on some occasion by Green, one of Sir Anthony Age's men. I pray you, sir, tell me, are not the lands yours?
Mosby, that question will decide anon. Alice, fetch my breakfast, I must hence. As for the lands, Mosby, they are mine by letters patent from His Majesty. But I must have a mandate from my wife. They say you seek to rob me of her love. Villain, what makest thou in her company? She's no companion for so base a groom.
Master Arden, I thought not on her, but came to thee. But rather than I pocket up these wrongs,
What will you do, sir?
Revenge it on the proudest of you both.
You may not wear a gun. I warned that I do. Now use your bodkin, your Spanish needle, and your pressing iron, for this shall come with me. And mark my words, you good man Bosher, 'tis to you I speak. If I take thee near my house one more time, instead of legs, I'll have thee crawling on stumps.
Master Arden, you injure me. I do appeal to God and the world.
Why? Canst thou deny thou wert a botcher once?
Measure me what I am, not what I was.
Now why? What art thou now but a velvet drudge, a cheating steward, and a base-minded peasant?
Master Arden, now thou hast belched and vomited the rancorous venom of thy misswollen heart. Hear me but speak. As I intend to live with God and his elected saints in heaven, I never meant more to solicit her. I loved her once. Sweet Arden, pardon me, but time hath quenched those over-raging coals. And Arden, though I now frequent thy house, 'tis for my sister's sake, her waiting maid. Hellfire and wrathful vengeance light on me, if I dishonor her or injure thee.
Oh, Mosby, with these thy protestations, the deadly hatred in my heart's appeased, and thou and I'll be friends if this proves true. And as for the base terms I gave thee late, forget them. I had cause to speak when all the gentlemen and knights of Kent make common table talk of her and thee.
Who lives that is not touched with slanderous tongue?
Then, Mosby, to eschew the speech of men, forbear his house.
Forbear it? Nay. Frequent it more. I will have the world see I mistrust or not.
By my faith, sir, you say true. Therefore will I sojourn here a while, until our enemies have talked their fill.
And I will lie at London all this term, to let them see how light I weigh their words.
The husband, sit down. Your breakfast will be cold.
Oh, come, Master Mosby, will you sit with us?
I cannot eat, but I will sit for company.
Husband, why pause you? Why eat you not?
I'm not well. There is something in this broth that is not wholesome. Didst thou make it?
I did. And that's the cause it likes not you. There's nothing I can do to please your taste. Thou wert wont to say I would have poisoned you. I cannot speak or cast aside my eye, but he imagines I have stepped awry. Here's he that you cast in my teeth so oft. I pray, speak to this mistrustful man. Thou, Mosby, thou.
Oh, you wrong yourself and me to cast these doubts. Your loving husband is not jealous.
Why, gentle Mistress Alice, cannot I be ill, but you accuse yourself? Franklin, thou hast a box of mithridate. I'll take a little to prevent the worst.
Do so, and presently let us take horse. My life for yours, you shall do well enough.
Give me a spoon, I'll eat of it myself. Would that it were full of poison to the brim, then should my cares and troubles have an end. Was ever silly woman so tormented?
Gentle Mistress Alice, no, I mistrust not thee.
God revenge it if thou dost, Arden, for never did a woman love her husband more than I do thee.
Oh, sweet Alice, cease to complain, lest in tears I answer thee again.
Come, leave this dallying and let us away.
Away! Oh, forbear to wound me with that bitter word. Arden shall go to London in my arms.
Loath I am to depart, yet I must go.
Then write to me every week, nay, every day, and stay no longer than thou must, lest I die for sorrow.
I will write unto thee every other tide, so farewell, sweet Alice, till we next meet.
Farewell, husband, seeing you'll have it so. Franklin, since you go hence in hopes that you'll hasten him home, I give you this.
And if he stay, the fault shall not be mine. Mosby, farewell, and see you keep your oath.
I hope he is not jealous of me now, sir.
No, Mosby, no. Hereafter, think of me as your dearest friend, and so, farewell.
I am glad he's gone. He looked about to stay. But did you mark me how I break off?
Aye, mistress, and it was cunningly performed. But what a villain is this painter Clark?
Was it not a goodly poison that he gave? He's as well now as he was before.
But had he eaten but 3 spoonfuls more, then had he died and our love continued.
So it shall, albeit he live.
Why, 'tis impossible, for I have sworn never hereafter to solicit thee, or, whilst he lives, once more importune thee.
You'll have no need. I will importune thee. What, will an oath make thee forsake my love? As if I had not sworn as much myself. Mosby, oaths are words, and word is wind, and wind is mutable. And therefore, I conclude, 'tis childishness to stand upon an oath.
Well proved, Mistress Alice. Yet, by your leave, I'll keep mine unbroken whilst he lives.
I do, and spare not. His time is but short. For if thou beest as resolute as I, will have him murdered as he walks the streets. In London are, as I hear, keep many alehouse ruffians that will murder men for gold.
Alice, what's he that comes? Knowest thou him?
I hope 'tis one who comes to put in practice our intended risk. Get thee gone, Mosby.
Mistress Arden, you're well met. I'm sorry your husband is from home when my purpose journey was to him. And all my labor is not spent in vain. I suppose that you can full discourse and flat resolve me of the thing I seek.
Ask it, Master Green, and if I can or may with safety, I will answer.
I heard your husband hath the grant of late, confirmed by letters patents from the king of all the lands of the Abbey of Faversham, generally entitled so that all former grants cut off, whereof I myself have one, But now my interest by that is void. That is all, Mistress Arden. Is it true or no?
True, Master Green. The lands are his estate, and whatsoever leases were before are void for a term of Master Arden's life.
Pardon me, Mistress Arden. I must speak, for I am touched. Your husband doth me wrong to wring me from what little land I have. Desire of wealth is endless in his mind, and his greedy gaping is still for gain. Seeing as he has taken my land, I'll value life as careless as he is careful for to get, and tell him this from me. I'll be revenged.
Alas, poor gentleman, I pity you, and woe is me that any man should want. God knows 'tis not my fault, though he be hard to others when to me. Oh, Master Green, God knows how I am used.
Mistress Alice? Can the crab churl use you unkindly? Respects he not your birth, your honorable friends, nor what you brought?
Master Green, be it spoken in secret here, I never have good day with him at home. When we were alone, I have froward looks, harsh words, and blows to mend the match withal. And though I might contend as good a man, he doth keep in every corner trolls, and revels in among such filthy ones as counsel him to make away his wife. Thus live I daily in continual fear, in sorrow so despairing of redress, that every day I wish with hearty prayer that he or I were taken from the world.
Now, trust me, Mistress Alice, it grieveth me so fair a creature should be so abused. Who would have thought the civil sir so sullen? He looks so smoothly, and fie upon him, churl. Frolic woman, I shall be the man who shall set you free from all this discontent.
But speak you as you think?
Aye, my God's my witness, I mean plain dealing. I had rather die than lose my land.
Then, Master Green, be counseled by me. Endanger yourself not for such a churl, but hire some cutter for to cut him short. And when he is dead, you shall have 20 pounds, and all the land whereof my husband is possessed.
Will you keep promise with me?
Count me false and perjured whilst I live.
Then here's my hand. I'll have him so dispatched. I'll up to London straight. I'll thither post and never rest till I have compassed it. Till then, farewell.
Good fortune follow all thy forward thoughts. Mosby, I long for thee to let thee know all that I have contrived.
How now, Alice? What's thy news?
Such as will content thee well, sweetheart.
Let them pass a while, and tell me, Alice, how have you dealt and tempered with my sister? What, will she have my neighbor Clark or no?
Oh, let him woo himself. Think you maids look not for fair words? Clark, she is all alone within. Go to her. Michael, my man, is clean out of her books.
Thank you, mistress. I will in, and if fair Susan and I can agree, you shall command me to the uttermost, as far as either goods or life may stretch.
Now, let's hear thy news.
They be so good that I must laugh for joy before I can begin to tell them.
Let's hear them, that I may laugh for company.
This morning, Master Green, Dick Green, I mean, came hither railing for to know the truth about the lands, whereas my husband has my grant. I told him, whereat he stormed amain and swore he would cry quittance on the churl. But as I saw his choler thus to rise, I waited on the gentleman with words, and to conclude, Mosby, we grew to composition for my husband's death. And he is ridden to London straight for to bring his death about.
But you call this good news?
Aye, be they not, sweetheart?
'Twere cheerful news to hear the churls were dead. But trust me, Alice, I take it passing ill. You would be so forgetful of our state to make recount of it to every groom. What, to acquaint each stranger with our drifts, chiefly in the case of murder? What, 'tis the way to make it open unto Arden's self, and bring thyself and me to ruin both.
I did it for the best.
What? Seeing 'tis done, let it pass. I have a drift will quiet all, whatever is amiss.
Clark, did I not plead the matter hard for you?
You did.
And what, will it be a match?
A match in face or eye, the day is mine. The painter lays his colors to the life. His pencil draws no shadow in his love. Susan is mine.
You make her blush.
What, sister, is it Clark must be the man?
It resteth in your grant. Some words are past, and haply we be grown unto a match. If you be willing that it shall be so.
Ah, Master Clark, it resteth at my grant. And therefore, you will grant me one thing. I am content my sister shall be yours.
What is it, Master Mosby?
I do remember once, in secret talk, you told how you could compound by art a crucifix empoisoned, that whoso look on it should wax blind, and with the scent be stifled, that ere long he should die poisoned that did view it well. I would have you make me such a crucifix, and then I am content my sister shall be yours.
No, I am loath, because it toucheth life. Yet rather than I'll leave sweet Susan's love, I'll do it, and with all the haste I may. But for whom is it?
Leave that to us. But tell me, Master Clark, how is it, the colors being baleful and empoisoned, that you do paint and draw it out yourself, and yet do not prejudice yourself withal?
Well questioned, Alice. Clark, how answer you that?
Very easily. I'll tell you straight how I do work of these empoisoned drugs. I fasten my spectacles so close as nothing can any way offend my sight. Then, as I put a leaf in my nose, so put I rhubarb to avoid the smell. And softly as another work, I paint.
'Tis very well. But against when shall I have it?
Within this 10 days.
'Twill serve the turn. Now, Alice, let's in and see what cheer you keep. I hope Master Arden is from home. You'll give me leave to play your husband's part.
Mosby, you know who well is master of my heart. Ye well may be the master of my house.
Morning, I'll be getting up, morning, I'll be setting up a tiny table of food. Breakfast, I'll be making his breakfast, he'll be taking his...
See you them that comes yonder, Master Green.
Aye, very well. Do you know them?
The one I know not, but she seems a knave, chiefly for bearing the other company. Black Will is his name. I tell you, Master Green, at Boulogne, he and I were fellows, where he played such praise, as all the army feared him for his villainy. I warrant you, he bears so bad a mind, that for a crown, he'll murder any man.
Fitter he is for my purpose. Marry.
How now, fellow Bradshaw? Whither away so early?
Oh, Will, times are changed, no fellows now, yet thy friend do thee any good I can.
Were not thou and I fellow soldiers at Bologna, where I was a corporal, and thou but a base mercenary groom? No fellows now, because you were a goldsmith, with a little plate in your shop. But thou wert proud to call me fellow, and with a courtesy to the earth, when I stole a half ox from John the victualler, and domineered with it amongst the fellows.
I will. Those days are past with me.
But they be not past with me, because I keep the same good honorable mind still. But let that pass, and tell me whither thou go.
To London, Will, about a piece of service, wherein haply thou mayest pleasure me.
What is it?
Of late, Lady Cheney lost some plate, which one did bring and sold it at my shop. A search was made, the plate was found with me. Now Lady Cheney solemnly vows that if law will serve her, she'll hang me for her plate. Now I'm going to London to find the fellow.
Shake bag. Dost thou remember when we trolled at Sittingborough, where I broke the head of the tapster's eye with my cudgel stick?
Aye, very well, Will.
Why, it was with the money that the plate was sold for. Tell me, Bradshaw, what wilt thou give him who can tell you who stole your plate?
Who, I pray thee, goodwill.
It was one Jack Fitton. He is now in Newgate for stealing a horse, and will be arraigned at the next assize.
Why then, let Lady Cheney seek Jack Fitton forth, and I'll back and tell her who robbed her of her plate. This cheers my heart. Master Green, I'll leave you.
Before you go, let me entreat you to carry this letter to Mistress Arden of Faversham. Humbly recommend me to herself.
That will I, Master Green, and so farewell. Here, Will, there's a crown for thy good service.
Farewell, Bradshaw. I'll drink no water for thy sake while this lasts. Now tell me, sir, will we have your company on the road to London?
Nay, stay, sirs. A little more. I needs must use your help in a matter of great consequence, wherein, if you'll be secret and profound, I'll give you 20 angels for your pains.
How, 20 angels? Give my fellow Shakebag and I 20 angels, and if thou have your own father slain that you can inherit his land, we'll kill him.
I, thy mother, thy brother, thy sister, all thy kin.
Oh, well, this it is. Arden of Faversham hath highly wronged me about the abbey land. No revenge but death will serve the turn. Will you two kill him? Here's the angels down, and I will lay the platform of his death.
Plant me no platforms. Give me the money, and I'll stab him as he stands pissing against a wall, but I'll kill him.
Where is he?
He's now in London, Aldersgate Street.
He's dead, as if he had been condemned by an act of Parliament, if Blackwell and I swear his death.
Well, here's £10. When he is dead, shall have 20 more.
My fingers itch to be at the peasant. I would that I were thus set at work throughout the year, that murder might grow to be an occupation that a man could pursue without danger of law. Zoons, I warrant I'd be warden of the company. But come, let us bait at Rochester. I'll give thee a handsel sack of grain to match with.
I have gotten such a letter as will touch the painter, and thus it is. My duty remembered, Mistress Susan, hoping in God you be in good health, as I, Michael, was at the making hereof. This is to certify you that, as the turtle true when she hath lost her mate sitteth alone, so I, mourning for your absence, do walk up and down halls, till one day I fell asleep. Ah, Mistress Susan, abolish that paltry painter, cut him off by the shins with a frowning look of your crabbed countenance, and think upon Michael, who, drunk with the dregs of your favor, will cleave as fast to your love as a plaster of pitch to a galled horseback. Thus hoping you will let my passions penetrate, or rather impetrate, mercy of your meek hands. I am yours, Michael, or else not.
Why, you paltry knave! Stand you there knowing my affairs, what haste my business craves to send to Kent?
Faith, friend Michael, this is very ill.
Where is the letter? Let me see it, sirrah. See, Franklin, here's the proper stuff. Susan, my maid, the painter, and my man, a crew of harlots, all in love, forsooth. Let me hear no more of this, sirrah, nor for your life once write her word. Will be married to so base a trull. 'Tis Mosby's sister, and come I once at home, I will rouse her from remaining in my house. Come, Master Franklin, shall we go walk in Paul's?
First is Arden. That's his man. The other is Franklin, Arden's dearest friend.
Zoons, I'll kill them all three.
Nay, touch not his man in any case. Stand close. Take your fittest standings, and at his coming forth, speed him. To the Nag's Head, there's this coward's haunt. I'll leave you till the deed be done.
If he be not paid his own, ne'er trust Shakebag.
Shakebag, at his coming forth, I'll run him through, and then take water and away.
Well, that's best, but see thou miss him not.
How can I miss him? When I think of the 20 angels, I must have more.
'Tis very late. I were best shut up my stall, for here will be old filching when the press comes forth with Paul's.
Draw, Shakebag! I'm almost out! mutiny is this?
It's nothing but some brabbling, paltry fray devised to pick men's pockets in the throng.
What amends shall I have for my broken head?
Mary, this amends that if you get you not away all the sooner, you shall be well beaten and sent to the counter.
I'll get gone, but look you to your sides, because I will pull them all down. Shake back my broken head. Grieves me not as much as Arden had escaped. I had a glimpse of him.
Sirs, Arden's as well as I. I saw him and Franklin going merrily to the ordinary. What? Dare you not do it?
We dare do it, but were my consent to give again, we dare not do it for £10 more. Why, I've had £10 to steal a dog, and have no more here to kill a man. But that a bargain is a bargain, and so forth, you should do it yourself.
I pray thee, how came your head broke?
Why, thou see it is broke, dost thou not?
Standing against the stall, watching Arden's coming, a boy let down his shop window and broke his head. In the tumult, Arden escaped us and passed by unthought on. But forbearance is no acquittance. Another time we'll do it, I'll warrant you.
I pray thee, Will, make clean thy bloody brow, and let us bethink ourselves on some other place where Arden may be met with handsomely. Remember how devoutly thou hast sworn to kill the villain. Think upon thine oath.
Tush! I have broken 500 oaths. If thou wouldst charm me to effect this deed, tell me of gold my resolution's fee. Say thou seest Mosby kneeling at my knees, offering me service for my high attempt, or sweet Alice Arden come with a lap of crowns, and a curse to the earth, saying, take this but for thy quarterage, such yearly tribute will I answer thee. Why, this would steal such soft metal cowardice as Black Will was never tainted with. See thou this gore that cleaveth to my face? Henceforth, never shall this bloody stain be washed, till Arden's heart be panting in my hand.
That's well said. What sayeth Shakebag?
I cannot paint my valor out with words. But give me place and opportunity. Such mercy as the starving lioness when she is dry suck of her eager young shows to the prey that next encounters her. On Arden so much pity would I take.
So should it fare with men of firm resolve. Ah, see, yonder comes his man. The foolish knave's in love with Mosby's sister, and so hath sworn the slaughter of his master. How now, Michael? Whither are you going?
To fetch my master's nag. He has new supped, and I am going to prepare his chamber.
Where supped Master Arden?
At the nag's head, at the 18 ordinary. Hi, shake bag. Black Will, God's dear lady, what chance your face so bloody?
There's a chance in it this sauciness will make you to be numb.
Nay, and you be offended, I'll be gone.
Stay, Michael. Shall not escape us so. Now, Michael, I know you love your master well.
Why, so I do. But wherefore urge you that?
Because I think you love your mistress better.
Why, so think not I, but say, if faith. What if I should?
Come to the purpose, Michael. We hear you have a pretty love in Faversham.
Why, have I 2 or 3? What's that to thee?
Now deals too mildly with the peasant. Thus it is. 'Tis known to us you love Mosby's sister. We know besides that thou hast taken an oath to end Arden's life. How comes a knave such as thee to take an oath of such consequence?
Will...
Tush, give me my leave. There's no more than this. Sith you have sworn, we dare discover all. Thus it is. I am the very man, marked in my birth hour, by the destinies, to give an end to Arden's life on earth. Thou but a member, but to whet the edge of the blade that dares seek the closet of his breast. Then be not nice, but devise with us how and what way we may conclude his life.
So shalt thou purchase Mosby for thy friend, and by his friendship gain his sister's love.
So shall thy mistress be thy favorer, and thou disburdened of the oath thou made.
Well, gentlemen, I cannot but confess that you have urged me so, apparently, that I have sworn my Master Arden's death. So this night come to his house at Aldersgate. The doors I'll leave unlocked against you come. There, take him and dispose him as you please. Now we're best we parted company. What I have promised I will perform.
Should you deceive us, it would go wrong with you.
Come, let's go drink. Collar makes me dry as a dog.
Ah, harmless Arden, how hast thou misdone that thus thy gentle life is levelled at? The many good turns thou hast done for me, now must I quittance with betraying thee. I that should take a weapon in my hand and buckler thee from ill-intending foes, do lead thee with a wicked, fraudful smile as unsuspected to the slaughterhouse. So have I sworn to Mosby and my mistress, so have I promised to these slaughtermen, and should I not deal currently with them, their lawless rage would take revenge on me. Tush, I will spurn at mercy for this once. Let pity lodge where feeble women lie. I am resolved, and Arden needs must die.
If it's naughty to move your lips, shake your shoulders and twist your hips, let a lady confess I want to be bad. If it's naughty to bank the men, sleep each morning till after 10, then the answer is yes, I want to be bad. This thing is being a good little goody is all very well. What can you do if you're lonely with your
No, Franklin, no. She is rooted in her wickedness, perverse and stubborn, not to be reclaimed. Good counsel is to her as rain to weeds, and reprehension makes her vice to grow as Hydra's head, which plenished by decay. When my heart's grief thinks on this, it rends my powers worse in the conflict of the hour of death.
Gentle Arden, leave this sad lament. She will amend, and so your grief shall cease. Or else she'll die, and so your sorrows end. If neither of these two do happily fall, yet let your comfort be that others bear your woes, twice doubled all, with patience.
But my house is irksome, there I cannot rest.
Then stay with me in London, go not home.
Then that base Mosby doth usurp my room and make his triumph of my being thence. Whether home or not at home, where'er I be, Franklin, here it lies, Franklin, here it lies that will not out till wretched Arden dies.
Forget your griefs a while. Here comes your man.
What o'clock is't, Sarah?
Almost 10.
See how runs away the weary time. Come, Franklin, shall we go to bed?
I pray you go before. I'll follow you. What a hell is fretful jealousy? What pity-moving words, what deep-fetched sighs, what grievous groans and overlading woes accompanies this gentle gentleman. So woe-begone, so inly charged with woe, was never any lived and bear it so.
My master would desire you come to bed.
Is he already in his bed?
He is, and fain would have the light away. Conflicting thoughts encamped in my breast awake me with the echo of their strokes, and I, a judge to censure either side, can give to neither wished victory. My master's kindness pleads to me for life with just demand, and I must grant it him. My mistress, she hath forced from me an oath for Susan's sake, the which I may not break, for that is nearer than a master's love. That grim-faced fellow, pitiless black will, and shake-bag, stern in bloody stratagem, two rougher ruffians never lived in Kent, have sworn my death if I infringe my vow. My death to them is but a merriment, and they will murder me to make them sport. They come! Ah, Master Franklin called, the neighbors are we're but dead!
What dismal outcry calls me from my breast?
What hath occasioned such a fearful cry? Speak, Michael, hath any injured thee?
Nothing, sir, but as I fell asleep upon the threshold leading to the stairs, I had a fearful dream which troubled me, and in my sleep I thought I was beset with murderer thieves who came to rifle me. I beg your pardon for disturbing you.
So great a cry for nothing, I've never heard. Are all the doors locked and all the things safe?
I cannot tell. I think I locked the doors.
I like not this, but I'll go check myself. Never trust me, but the doors were all unlocked. I like not this negligence. Get thee to bed, and if thou loves my favor, let us have no more such pranks as these. Come, Franklin, let's go to bed.
Aye, by my faith, the air is very cold. Farewell, Michael, I pray thee, dream no more.
Black night hath hid the pleasures of day, and shooting darkness overhangs the earth, and in the black fold of her cloudy robe obscures us from the eyesight of the world, in which sweet silence such as we triumph. The lazy minutes linger on their time, till in the watch our purpose be complete, and Arden sent to everlasting night. Green, get you gone, and linger hereabout, and at some hour hence come to us again, where we will give you instance of his death.
Now I'll leave you for an hour or two.
I tell thee, Shakebag, I would this thing were done. I'm so heavy I can scarce go. This drowsiness in me bodes little good.
How now, Will? Become a precision? Nay, then let's go sleep where bugs and fear shall kill our courages with their fancies work.
Why, Shakebag, thou mistakes me much, and does me wrong in telling me of fear. Why, were it not a serious thing we go about, I should have it slip till we had fought, to show you that I am no coward. I!
Why thy speech bewrayed an inly kind of fear, and savored of a weak, relenting spirit. Go forward now that we have begun, and afterwards attempt me when thou darest.
And if I do not, let heaven cut me off. But show me to the house, where thou see I do as much as Shakebag.
This is the door. Soft, methinks 'tis shut.
Soft? Let me see. "'Tis shut indeed. Knock with thy blade, see if the slave will answer.
It will not be. The white-livered peasant is gone to bed, and Lassa spoke to scorn.
And thought his merriment as dear as any coistrel ever bought her sport. Why, may my blade never assist me again, if the next time I see the hind, I lop away neither his arm, his leg, or both!
And let me never draw blade again, but lie and languish in a loathsome den, and in that death may die in pity if I, the next time that I meet the slave, cut not the nose from off the coward's face, and trample on it for this villainy.
Come, let's find Green. I know he'll swear.
He were a villain, and he would not swear. Would make a peasant swear amongst his boys, be thus flouted of a coistrel.
Tonight I dreamt that, being in a park, a toil was pitched to overthrow the deer, and I, upon a little rising hill, stood wistfully watching for the herd's approach. At that, one blew an evil-sounding horn, and at the sound, another herdsman came, with falchion drawn, and bent it at my breast, crying aloud, "Thou art the game we seek." With this, I awoke, trembling every joint, and trust me, Master Franklin, when I did awake, I stood in doubt whether I waked or no. Such great an impression took this fond surprise. God grant this dream bede me any good.
This fantasy doth rise from Michael's fear, who, being awaked with the noise he made, his troubled senses yet could take no rest. And this, I warrant you, procured your dream.
Maybe so, God frame it to the best, but oftentimes my dreams presage too true.
To such as note their nightly fantasies, someone in 20 may incur belief, but use it not. 'Tis but a mockery.
Come, Master Franklin, shall we go walk in Paul's and dine together at the ordinary, and by my man's direction draw to the quay and with the tide go down to Faversham? Shall be so?
At your good pleasure, sir, I'll bear you company.
Draw, Shake back, for here's that villain, Michael.
first, Will. Let's hear what he can say.
Speak, milksop slave, or never after speak.
For God's sake, sir, let me excuse myself. For here I swear by heaven and earth and all, I left the doors unbolted and unlocked, but see the chance, Franklin being in bed, he did bethink himself, and coming down, he found the doors unshut. He locked the doors and took away the key, for which offense my master rated me. But now I'm going to see what flood it is, for with the tide my master will away, where you may front him well on rain him down, a place well fitting such a stratagem.
This excuse has somewhat mollified my color. Why, agree, 'tis better now than ne'er it was.
Michael, is this true?
As true as I report it to be true.
Then, Michael, this shall be your penance, to feast us all the salutation where we will plot our purpose thoroughly.
Why, I'll agree to anything you'll have of me, so you will accept of my company.
Disturbed thoughts drives me from company, dries my marrow with their watchfulness. My golden time was when I had no gold, for though then I wanted, yet I slept secure. But whither doth contemplation carry me? The way I seek to find, where pleasure dwells, is hedged behind me that I cannot back, but needs must on, although to danger's gate. Then, Arden, perish thou by that decree. For green doth ear the land and weed thee up to make my harvest nothing but pure corn. And for his pains, I'll hive him up a while, and after smother him to have his wax. Such bees as green must never live to sting. But then there's Michael, and the painter too, chief actors to Arden's overthrow, who, when they shall see me sit in Arden's seat, they will insult upon me for my meed, or fright me by detecting of his end. Oh, none of that. For I can cast a bone to make these curs pluck out each other's throats, and then I am sole ruler of mine own. Yet, Mistress Arden lives. But she's myself, and holy church rites make us two but one. But what for that? I may not trust you, Alice. You have supplanted Arden for my sake, and will extirpate me to plant another. 'Tis fearful sleeping in the serpent's bed, and I will cleanly rid my hands of her. Oh, but here she comes, and I must flatter her. Oh, ow, now, Alice, what sad and passionate. Make me partaker of thy pensiveness. Fire divided burns with lesser force.
But I will damn that fire in my breast till by its force thereof my part consume. Osby.
Ungentle Alice, thy sorrow is my sore. Thou know'st it well, and 'tis thy policy to forge distressful looks, to wound a breast wherein lies a heart that dies when thou art sad. It is not love that loves to anger love.
It is not love that loves to murder love.
How mean you that?
Thou knowst how dearly Arden loved me.
And then?
And then, forget the rest, for 'tis too bad. I pray thee, Mosby, let our springtime wither, else our harvest yield but loathsome weeds. I pray thee, forget all that has passed betwixt us. How I blush and tremble at the thought.
What? Are you changed?
Aye, to my former happy life again. From title of an odious strumpet's name to honest Arden's wife. Not Arden's honest wife. 'Tis thou hast rifled me of that, and made me slanderous to all my kin. Even in my forehead is thy name engraven, that low-born name, thou base artificer. I was bewitched. Woe worth the hapless hour and all the causes that enchanted me.
Nay, if thou ban, let me breathe curses forth. And if thou stand so nicely at thy fame, let me repent the credit I have lost. I left the marriage of an honest maid, one whose dowry would have weighed down all thy wealth, whose beauty and demeanor far exceeded thee. I was bewitched, that is no theme of thine, and thou, unhallowed, has enchanted me. But I will break thy spells and exorcisms. Thou art not fair, I viewed thee not till now. Thou art not kind, till now I knew thee not. It grieves me not to see how foul thou art, but mads me that I ever thought thee fair. Go! Get thee gone! A coat's made for thy hunt. I am too good to be thy favorite.
And now I see, and too soon find it true, what often hath been told me by my friends, that Mosby loves me not but for my wealth. Stay, Mosby, hear me speak a word or two. Look on me, Mosby, or I'll kill myself. Nothing can hide me from thy stormy looks. If thou cry war, there is no peace for me. I will do penance for having offended thee, and burn this prayer book whereon I had kept the word that had converted me. I will tear away the leaves, and all the leaves, and between these covers shall thy words and thy letters chiefly dwell. And thereon shall I chiefly meditate, and hold no other sect but such devotion. Wilt thou not look? Is all thy love o'erwhelmed? Why hear'st thou not? What malice stops thine ears? Why speak'st thou not? What silence ties thy tongue? Weigh all these little faults with this good turn, and I deserve not Mosby's muddy looks. Be clear again, I'll no more trouble thee.
Oh no, I am a base artificer. My wings are feathered for a lowering flight. Mosby, fie, no, not for 1,000 pound. Make love to you? Why, 'tis unpardonable. We beggars must not breathe where gentles are.
Sweet Mosby is as gentle as a king, and I am too blind to judge him otherwise. For flowers may spring in fallow lands, weeds in gardens, roses grow on thorns. So whatsoever my Mosby's father was himself, be valued gentle by his worth.
How you women can insinuate. Clear a trespass with your sweet-set tongue. I will forgive this quarrel, gentle Alice, provided I'll be tempted so no more.
Then with thy lips seal up that new made oath.
Soft, Alice. Here comes somebody.
Master Bradshaw, what's the news with you?
Little news with me, but here's a letter that Master Green importuned me to give you.
Master Bradshaw, go in and call for a cup of beer. 'Tis late, and thou shalt sup with us. We have missed of our purpose in London, but shall perform it by the way. We thank our neighbor Bradshaw, yours, Master Green. How likes my love the tenor of this letter?
Well, were his date completed and expired.
Would that it were. So then my bliss is mixed with bitter gall. But come, let us in to shun suspicion.
Aye, to the gates of death to follow thee.
Come, Lil, see thy tools be in readiness. Is not thy powder dank, or will thy flint strike fire.
Then ask me if my nose be on my face, or my tongue be frozen in my mouth. Zoons, here's a coil. And thou had best to swear me on the interrogatories, how many pistols I have took in hand, whether I dare abide the noise the dag will make, or if I wink at the flashing of the fire. Let this answer thee, shake-bag. I have taken more purses in this town than thou hast pistols in thy life.
Aye, happily thou hast picked more in a throng. But should I brag what booties I have took, I think the overplus that's more than thine would amount to a greater sum of money than either thou or all thy kin are worth. Zoons, I hate them as I hate a toad that carries a moscato on the tongue but scarce a hurting weapon in the hand.
Oh, Green, intolerable. It is not for my honor to bear this. I have fought with the king at Bologna. Bologna. And thou can brag of nothing that thou hast done.
Why, so can Jack of Faversham, that swooned for Philip on the nose, and he supposed a cannon bullet hit him.
Ow! Ow!
I pray you, sirs, list to Aesop's stock. Whilst two stout dogs stood striving for a bone, there comes a cur and stole it from them both. So while you stand striving on these terms of manhood, Arden escapes us, deceives us all.
Why, he be gone.
And thou shalt see, I'll end it. I do but slip it till a better time.
Stand close, take your fittest standings, and once more line well your twigs to catch the wary bird. I'll leave you, and at your dag's discharge, make towards you and seize upon the prey. I might see him stretching forth his limbs.
Why, that thou shalt see if he come this way.
Brawl not while I'm gone in any case. But sirs, be sure to speed him when he comes. And in that hope, I'll leave you for an hour.
Twere best that I went back to Rochester. Oh, removing of the shoe may haply help it.
I'll get you back to Rochester, but Sarah, see you overtake us ere we come to rain him down. It'll be very late ere we get home.
Aye, God knows, so doth Black Will and Shakeback, that thou shalt never get further than that down, and therefore have I hurt my foot on purpose, for I would not view the massacre.
Oh, Master Franklin, onwards with your tale.
I do assure you, sir, you task me much. A heavy blood is gathered at my heart, and on the sudden is my wind so short as hindereth the passage of my speech. So fierce a qualm yet ne'er did assail me.
The annoyance of the dust or else some meat you would at dinner cannot brook with you. I have been so, and soon amended.
Do you remember where my tale did leave?
Aye, where the gentleman did check his wife.
She being reprehended for the fact, witness produced that took her with the deed, her glove brought in, which there she left behind, and many other assured arguments, her husband asked her whether it were not so.
Her answer then? I wonder how she looked having forsworn it with such vehement oaths.
First did she cast her eye down to the ground. Then softly draws she forth her handkerchief, and modestly she wipes her tear-stained face. Then hemmed she out, to clear her voice would seem, and with a majesty addressed herself to encounter all their accusations. I pray you, Master Arden, I can no more. This fighting at my heart makes short my wind.
Oh, come, we are almost at Rainham Down. Your pretty tale beguiles the weary way. I would you in a state to tell it out.
Stand close, Will, I hear them coming.
Stand, Shakeback, and be resolute.
Is it so near night as it seems, or will this black-faced evening have a shower? What? Master Arden, you are well met. I have longed this fortnight's day to speak with you. You are a stranger, man, in the Isle of Sheppey.
Your ladyship's always bound to do you service.
Come you from London, and there a man with you?
Oh, my man is coming after, but here is my honest friend that came along with me.
My Lord Protector's man, I take you to be.
Aye, my good lady, and highly bound to you.
You and your friend, come sup with me tonight.
Oh, I beseech your ladyship, pardon me, but I have made a promise to a gentleman, an honest friend, to meet him at my house. The occasion is great, or else I would wait upon your ladyship.
Will you come tomorrow and dine with me, and bring your honest friend with you? I have diverse matters to talk with you about.
Tomorrow we will dine with your ladyship.
Stay my horse. What? What will? For whose purse waits you? Thou will be hanged in Kent when all is done.
Not hanged, your ladyship. I'm your beadsman, bound to pray for you.
I think thou ne'er said prayer in all thy life. Give him a crown. And Sirrah, leave this kind of life. If thou beest tainted for a penny matter and come in question, surely thou wilt trust. Come, Master Arden, let us be going. Your way and mine lies 4 miles together.
I would your necks were broken, 4 miles in. Soon I could kill myself for very anger. The lady has chopped me in, even as my dagger was leveled at his heart. I would your crown was melting down your throat.
Arden, thou hast wondrous holy love, did ever man escape as thou hast done. Well, discharge your pistol at the sky, for by this bullet, Arden might not die.
What? Is he down? Is he dispatched?
Aye, in health, towards Faversham to shame us all.
The devil he is! Why, sirs, how escaped he?
When we were ready to shoot, comes my Lady Cheney to prevent his death.
The Lord of Heaven hath preserved him.
The Lord of Heaven, a fig! The Lady Cheney hath preserved him, and bid him feast at her house at Shirlow. But by the by, I'll come by him once more, and if all the ladies Cheneys in the world say no, I'll have a bullet in his breast tomorrow.
Well, let's excuse ourselves to Mistress Arden. Well, she'll chafe when she hears of this.
I warrant you she'll think we dare not do it.
Well then let's to Faversham and explain all this, and plot to cut him off tomorrow.
The season fits, come Franklin, let's away.
I thought you didn't pretend some special hunt to make you thus cut short the time of rest.
It was no chase that made me rise so early, but to go to the Isle of Sheppey to my Lady Cheney's, where we mean to dine.
Such kind husbands seldom want excuses. Home is a wild cat to a wandering wit, but the day was, and would it were not past, that neither honor's title nor lady's command could thus have drawn you from these arms of mine. But my deserts are your desires' decay, and if true love may seem desert, I merit still to have thy company.
I pray you, sir, let her go along with us. I'm sure her ladyship would welcome her and us the more for bringing her along.
Content. Sirrah! Sirrah! Go saddle your mistress's nag.
No, begged favor merits little thanks, and besides, if I go, our house should run away or else be stolen. Therefore, I'll stay behind.
Nay, nay, see how mistaken you are. I pray you go.
No, not now.
Then let me leave you content in this, that time nor place nor persons alter me, but that I hold thee dearer than my life.
That will be seen by your swift return.
And that shall be ere night, and if I live. And so, farewell, sweet Alice. We mind to sup with thee.
Come, Michael, our horse is ready.
Your horses are ready, but I am not ready, for I have lost my purse with 36 shillings in it, with the taking up of my master's nag.
I pray you, sir, let us go before, while he stays behind to seek his purse.
Go to it, and Sirrah, see you follow us to the Isle of Sheppey, to my Lady Cheney's, where we mean to dine.
So fair weather after you. But before you lies black woolen shape bag and the broom clothes to close after you. They'll be your ferryman to the long home. But who is this? It is the painter, my co-rival, that would needs win Mistress Susan.
How now, Michael? How doth my mistress and all at home?
What? Your mistress? Is Susan Mosby your mistress too?
Aye. How doth she and all the rest?
All's well with Susan. She is sick.
Sick? Of what disease?
Of a great fear.
A fear of what?
A great fever.
A fever, God forbid!
I faith in of a lurden too.
Oh, Michael, the spleen prickles you. You carry an eye over Mistress Susan.
I faith to keep her from the painter.
Why more so a painter than a serving creature like yourself?
Because you painters make but a painting table of a pretty wench and spoil her beauty with blotting.
Such another word will cost you a cuff or a knock.
What, with a dagger made of a pencil? Faith, 'tis too weak, and therefore thou too weak to win Mistress Susan.
With Susan's love, lay upon this stroke!
I'll lay my life, this is for Susan's love.
Stay you behind your master to this end? Have you no better time to gravel in but now when serious matters are at hand?
Well,
have it for you. The very touch is death.
And this, I hope, if all the rest do fail, will catch Master Arden. Nay, he may leave to live, that we may love, may love, for what is life but love?
Aye, and what is love without true constancy? Like to a pillar built of many stones, yet not cement to fasten it in the joints. Nay, let our love be rocks of adamant, which time, nor place, nor tempest can asunder.
Mosby, leave protestations now. Let us bethink ourselves on what we have to do. Black Will and Shake Bag I have placed in the broom clothes, close watching Arden's coming. Let's to them and see what they have done.
Ferryman! Ferryman! Where art thou, ferryman?
Here. Go before the boat, and I will follow.
We have great haste, I pray thee, come away.
Fie! What a mist is here!
Friend, what's thy opinion of this mist?
I think 'tis like a cursed wife in a little house that never leaves her husband till she have driven him out at doors with a wet pair of eyes.
Speakst thou this of thine own experience?
Perhaps I, perhaps no. For my wife is, as other women are, that is to say, governed by the moon.
By the moon, how, I pray thee?
Let it be midsummer moon, for yet my wife has another moon.
Another moon.
Aye, and it hath influences and eclipses.
Then by this reckoning you sometimes play the man in the moon?
Aye, but you had best not meddle with that moon, lest I scratch you by the face with my bramble bush.
I am almost stifled by this mist, I pray thee, let's come away.
And, sirrah, as we go, let us have more of your bold yeomanry.
Nay, by my troth, sir, but flat knavery.
Oi! Will! Where art thou?
Here, Shake Bag! Almost in hell's mouth, where I cannot see my way for smoke.
I pray thee, speak still, that we may meet by the sound, for I shall fall into some ditch or the other, unless my feet see better than my eyes.
Did thou ever see better whether to run away with another man's wife?
No. This were a fine world for chandlers, for if this weather would last, then man should never dine nor sup without candlelight. Sirrah Will, what horses are those that passed?
Why, did you hear any?
Aye, that I did.
My life for thine was Arden, and then our labors lost.
Nay, say not so, for if it be they may haply lose their way as we have done, and then we may chance meet with them.
Then come, let us go like a couple of blind pilgrims.
Who's that calls for help?
'Twas none, 'twas thou thyself.
I came to help him that called for help. Why, how now? Who's this that's in the ditch? You are well enough served to go without a guide such weather as this.
Tell me, sir, hath any company passed your ferry today?
None but a couple of gentlemen that went to dine at my Lady Cheney's.
'Tis as I told you, Shake Bag.
Why, sir, will you have any letters carried to them?
No, sir, get you gone.
Why, sir, this is no hot Monday. You are deceived. What's his name, I pray you?
His name is Black Will.
I hope to see him one day hanged upon a hill.
See how the sun hath cleared the foggy mist. Now we have missed the mark of our intent.
Black Will and Shake Bag, what make you here? What, is the deed done? Is Arden dead?
What could a blinded man perform in arms? So you not until now how the sky was darkened, that neither man nor horse could be discerned? Yet we did hear them as they passed.
Had escaped you then, past the ferry?
Aye, for a while. But here we two will stay, and at their coming meet with them once more. Zoons, I was never so toiled in all my life, and all in so slight a task as this.
How camest thou so bewrayed?
With making false footing in the dark, he needs would follow them without a guide.
Here's to pay for fire and good cheer. Get yourselves to the Flower de Luce, and rest yourselves until some other time.
Let me alone. Most concerns my state.
These knaves will never do it. Let us give it over.
First, tell me how you like my new device. When my husband is returning home, you and I, marching arm in arm like loving friends, shall meet him on the way. Then, we'll boldly beard and brave him to his teeth. And when words grow hot and blows begin to rise, we'll call those cutters forth your tenement, who, in a matter to take up the fray, shall wound my husband Hornsby to his death.
Why, a fine device. This deserves a kiss.
Fate will read. It is to little end. His conscience is too liberal, and he too niggardly to part from anything may do me good. He is coming from Shorelo, as I understand. Here I'll intercept him, for at his house he never will vouchsafe to speak with me. If prayers and fair entreaties will not serve, or make no battery in his flinty breast, I'll curse the carle and see what that will do. See where he comes to further my intent. Master Arden, I am now bound to the sea. My coming to you was about the plot of ground which wrongfully you detained from me. Although the rent of it be very small, yet it will help my poor dear children, which here I leave in Faversham, God knows needy and bare. For Christ's sake, let them have it.
Ha! Franklin, hearest thou this woman speak? That which she craves of me, I bought from her, although the rent of it was ever mine. Madam, you that ask these questions, if with thy clamorous impeaching tongue thou rails against me, as I have heard thou dost, I will lay thee up so close a 12 months' day that thou shalt neither see the sun nor the moon. Look to it, for as sure as I live, I will banish pity if you use me thus.
What, wilt thou do me wrong and threat me too? Nay then, I'll tempt thee, Arden. Do thy worst. God, I beseech thee, show some miracle on thee or thine in plaguing thee for this. That plot of ground which thou detainest from me, I speak it in an agony of spirit, be ruinous and fatal unto thee. Either there be butchered by thy dearest friends, or else be brought for men to wonder at, or thou or thine miscarry in that place, or there run mad and end thy cursed days.
Fie, bitter lady, bridle thine envious tongue, for curses are like arrows shot upright, which falling down light on the shooter's head.
Light where they will. Were I upon the sea, and saw a dreadful southern flaw at hand, the pilot quaking at the doubtful storm, and all the sailors praying on their knees, even in that fearful time would I fall down and ask of God, whate'er betide of me, vengeance on Arden, or some misevent to show the world the wrong the carle hath done. This charge I'll leave my distressful son. My children will be taught such prayers as these, and thus I go, but leave my curse with thee.
It is the railingest wench in Christendom, and oftentimes the villain will be mad. What? It greatly matters not what she says. Trust me, I never did her wrong.
I think so, Master Arden.
Come, now that the horses are going home before, my wife may happily meet me along the way, for God knows she's grown passing kind of late, and greatly changed from the old humor of her wonted frowiness, and seeks by fair means to redeem all faults.
Happy the change that alters for the best. But see, in any case, you make no speech of the cheer we had at my Lady Cheney's, although most bounteous and liberal, for that will make her think herself more wronged, and that we did not carry her along. For sure she grieved that she was left behind.
Come, Franklin, let's strain to mend our pace, and take her unawares playing the cook. I know she'll strive to mend our cheer.
There are no better creatures in the world than women are when they are in good humors.
What's this? Mosby. What, so familiar? Injurious strumpet, and thou rippled knave, untwine those arms!
Aye, and with a sugared kiss let them untwine.
Mosby, perjured beast, bear this and all.
And yet, no horned beast, sir. The horns are thine.
Oh, monstrous! Nay, 'tis time to draw.
Help, help, they murdered my husband! I'm hurt.
I may thank you for this wound, Mistress Alice.
Thou jealous, harebrained man, what hast thou done? When we came lovingly to meet thee with intended sport, thou drewst thy weapon and raged with jealousy, and hurt thy friend whose thoughts were free from harm. All for a worthless kiss and joining arms, both done but merrily to dry thy patience. And woe is me who thus devised the jest which, though begun in sport, yet ends in blood.
Mary, God defend me from such a jest.
Heard you not me cry, help, help, they murder thee! Go I not forth to set my husband free? No, years and alas, were me accursed. Henceforth I'll be thy slave, no more thy wife. With that I'll no more content thee. If I be merry, thou straightway thinkst me light. If sad, thou sayest the sullens trouble me. If well attired, thou thinkst that I be gadding. If homely, I seem sluttish in thine eyes. Henceforth, I will and evermore will be poor wench abused by thy misgovernment.
Is it for truth that neither thou nor he intended us malice in thy misdemeanor?
The heavens can witness of our harmless thoughts.
Pardon me, sweet Alice. Forgive this fault. Forget but this, and never see the like again, and impose on me penance, and I will perform it.
And follow him whom thou hast wronged, and see him dressed. And I will never rest till this is done.
Thou shalt have thy will, whate'er it be. For that I injured thee and wronged my friends. Shame scourges my offense. Come thou along with me, and be a mediator twixt us two.
Master Arden, know you what you do? Will you follow him who hath dishonored you?
Canst thou prove I have been disloyal?
Mosby taunted your husband with the horn.
Aye, after he had reviled him by the injurious name of perjured beast. He knew nothing could spite the jealous man more than the hateful naming of the horn.
Suppose 'tis true, yet it is dangerous to follow him who he hath lately hurt.
A fault confessed is more than half amends.
No,
I pray thee, Frank, hold thy peace. I know my wife counsels me for the best. Come, I will seek out Mosby where his wound is dressed, and salve this hapless quarrel if I may.
He who the devil drives must go perforce. Poor gentleman, how soon he is bewitched! And yet, since his wife is the instrument, his friends must not be lavish in their speech.
Sierra Green, why was I so long in killing a man?
I think we shall never do it. Let us give it over.
Nay, Zunes, we'll do it, though we be hanged at his door for our labor.
Thou knowest, Green, I have been in London this 12 year. I have made some go upon wooden legs for taking the wall with me, diverse with silver noses for saying, there goes Black Will. I have cracked more blades than thou hast done nuts.
A monstrous lie.
Faith, in a manner I have. The bawdy houses have paid me tribute. There durst not a horse set up without agreeing with me for the opening of her shop window. For a crossword of a tapster, I have pierced barrel after barrel till the beer hath run dry. I and my company have taken the constable from his watch and brought him about the fields on a colt staff. I have bashed a sergeant's head in with his own mace and bailed my list with my sword and buckler. To conclude, what have I not done? But I cannot do this. Doubtless he is preserved by a miracle.
Hence, Will, here comes Mr. Arden.
Gentle Michael, art thou sure they're friends? Why, I saw them when they both shook hands. Oh, when Mosby bled, he even wept for sorrow, and railed on Franklin that was the cause of all. No sooner came the surgeon in at doors, but my master came to his purse and gave him money, and to conclude, sent me to bring you word that Mosby, Franklin, Bradshaw, Ada Fowle, with divers of his neighbors and his friends, are coming to sup with you at our house this night.
Gentle Michael, run thou back again, and when my husband comes back into the fair, bid Mosby steal from him and come to me. And this night shall thou and Susan be made sure.
I'll go and tell him.
And Michael, as thou goest, tell John Cook of our guests and bid him to lay on spare for no cost.
If there be such cheer, we do bid ourselves to sup with you tonight.
And welcome you shall be. But, gentlemen, how missed you of your purpose yesternight?
'Twas long of shape bag, that unlucky villain.
Thou dost me wrong, I did as much as any.
Nay then, Mistress Arden, I'll tell thee how it was. Arden comes lustily at her, and hurts the slave. With that she slinks away. I lie here for my life, and if the devil have no more strength than to fence, he could not beat me from my ward. But Mosby, perceiving this, began to faint. And that is how Arden was able to stab him through the shoulder in a trice.
Aye, but I wonder why you both stood still.
In faith, I was so amazed I could not strike. But patient yourself. We cannot help it now, but tomorrow, Dick Green and we too will dog him to a fair. There stab him in a crowd and steal away.
A fine device. Oh, but here comes one who will, I hope, and mention surer means. Sweet Mosby, hide thy arm, it kills my heart.
Aye, mistress, this is your favor.
When I saw the weapon now let's fall, I could have picked it up and run at Arden. Last night I rose and walked about the chamber, and twice or thrice I thought to have murdered him.
What, in the night? Then had we been undone.
Why, how long shall he live?
Faith, Alice, no longer than this night. Black Will, shake back. Will you too perform the complot I have laid?
Aye, or else be a villain.
You, Master Green, shall single Franklin forth and hold him with a long tale of strange news, that he may not come home till supper time. I'll fetch Master Arden home, and we, like friends, shall play a game or two at tables here.
But what of all this? How shall he be slain?
Why, Black Will and Shakeback, locked within the counting house, shall, at a certain watchword given, rush forth.
Oh, what shall the watchword be?
Now I take you. That shall be the word. But, come not forth before in any case.
I warned you, but who shall lock us in?
That I will do, and thou keeps the key thyself.
Come, Sir Green, go you along with me. And see all things ready, Alice, against we come.
Take you no care for that. Send him home. If he comes not back again, blame me. Thou that in mine eyes art fair, my hands shall play you golden harmony. I like you this. Say, will you do it?
Aye, and bravely too. Mark my device. Sit your husband upon a stool, that I may come behind him cunningly. With that, draw him to the ground with a towel, and stab him till his flesh be as a sieve. Then bear him behind the abbey, where a slave may happen upon him, and assume he was killed for his money.
A fine device. Thou shalt have 10 pounds, and when he is dead, you shall have 20 more.
Such words as these would make me kill 1,000 men. Give me the key.
Here I would stay and still encourage you, but that I know how resolute you are.
Tush, you are too faint-hearted. We must do it.
But most people will be there, whose very looks add unwonted courage to my thoughts, and will make me the first that shall adventure on him.
Tush, get you gone. 'Tis we must do the deed. When next this door opens, Arden looks upon his death.
Would that it were open now, that he might die. No more will I be closed in Arden's arms, which like the snakes of black Tisiphone sting me with their embracings. Mosby's arms shall compass me, and were I made a star, I should want none other spheres but those. There is no nectar but in Mosby's lips.
Mistress, my master is coming hard by.
Who comes with him?
And nobody but Mosby.
That's well, Michael.
What shall I do, mistress?
Go and stand before the counting house doors, and when thou hast done, fetch in the tables, but move not from your post.
Why so?
Black Will is locked within to do the deed.
What, shall he die tonight?
Aye, Michael.
But shall not Susan know it?
Yes, for she will be as secret as ourselves.
That's brave. I'll go and fetch the tables.
Michael, when thou hast done, lock the street door. He shall be murdered ere the guests come in. Husband, when mean you to bring Mosby home? 'Tis true I wished you to be reconciled, but it was more for fear of you than love of him. Wherefore do you bring him hither now? You have given me my supper with his sight.
Master Arden, methinks your wife would have me gone.
Mosby, women will be prating. Alice, bid him welcome. He and I are friends.
You may enforce me to it if you will, but I would rather die than bid him welcome. His company hath purchased me ill friends, and as such I'll ne'er frequent it more.
Oh, how cunningly she can dissemble.
Alice, now he is here, you will not treat me so.
I Pray you be not angry or displeased. I'll bid him welcome, seeing you'll have it so. You are welcome, Master Mosby. Will you sit down?
I know I am welcome to your loving husband, but for yourself, you speak not from your heart.
And if I do not, sir, think you I have cause?
Pardon me, Master Arden, all away.
Good Master Mosby.
Go, we will have guests enough, though you go hence.
I pray you, Master Arden, let me go.
I pray thee, Mosby, let her pray her fill.
You may be gone, sir. The doors are open.
Nay, that's a lie, for I have locked the doors.
Sirrah, fetch me a cup of wine. I will make them friends.
'Tis true, and seeing as 'twas partly through my means, I am content to drink for him this once. Come, Master Mosby. And I pray you, from this moment on, be as strange to me as I to you. Your company hath purchased me ill friends, and I for you, God knows, have undeserved been ill spoken of at every place. Therefore, henceforth, frequent my house no more.
I'll see your husband in despite of you. Yet, Arden, I protest to thee by heaven, thou ne'er shalt see me more after this night.
Oh, tush, I'll have no such oaths as these made in this house.
Nay, husband, let him swear. And on that condition, Mosby, pledge me here.
Aye, as willingly as I mean to live.
Come, Alice, is our supper ready yet?
It will be, and then you have played a game at tables.
Come, Mosby, what shall we play for?
3 games for a French crown, sir, and it please you.
Content.
What? Can you not take it yet? What a spite is that?
Yet, Will, take heed he see thee not.
I fear you will spy me as I'm coming.
To prevent that, creep betwixt my legs.
One ace or else I lose the game.
Marry, sir, this is 2 for failing.
Sir, now I take you. Sir, now I take you.
Alice! Michael! What will you do? Nothing but take you up, sir, nothing more.
There's for the pressing iron you told me of.
And here's for the 10 pounds in my sleeve.
What groan'st thou? Nay, give me the weapon.
Alice.
Take this for hindering Mosby's love and mine.
Oh, mistress.
That villain will betray us all.
Tush, fear him not. He will be secret.
What thinkst thou I will betray myself?
In Southwark dwells a bonny northern lass, the Lady Chandley. Let's to her house now.
Shift for yourselves. We two will leave you now.
First lay the body in the counting house.
Very well. We have our money. Mistress Arden, adieu. And farewell, Mosby, and Michael. Farewell, too.
Mistress, the guests are at the doors. Hearken, they knock. What, shall I let them in?
Mosby, go thou and bear them company. And Susan, fetch some water to wash away the blood.
The blood cleaveth to the ground and will not out.
My nails, I'll scrape away this blood. I strive, the more the blood appears.
What's the reason, mistress? Can you tell?
Because I blush not at my husband's death.
How now? What's the matter? Is all well?
Ay, well, were he alive again? In vain we strive, for here his blood remains.
Why, strew rushes on it, can you not? Oh, this wench doth nothing. Fall into the work.
Was thou that made me murder him?
Oh, what of that?
Nay, nothing, Mosby, so it be not known.
Keep thou it close, and 'tis unpossible.
But I cannot. Was he not slain by me? My husband's death torments me at the heart.
It shall not long torment thee, gentle Alice. I am thy husband. Think no more of him.
Mistress Arden, what ail you weep?
Oh, because her husband is abroad so late. A couple of ruffians threatened him yesternight, and she, poor soul, is afraid he should be hurt.
Is nothing else? Tush, he'll be here anon.
Now, Mistress Arden.
Master Green,
Lack you any guests?
have you seen my husband lately?
I saw him walking behind the abbey, even now.
I do not like his being out so late. Good Master Franklin, what have you done with my husband?
Believe me, I saw him not since morning. Fear you not, he'll come along. Meantime, you may do well to bid his guests sit down.
Aye, so I shall. Master Bradshaw, sit you there, and be content I'll have my royal Master Mosby sit you in my husband's seat. Susan, shall we serve them? And then thou sayest, Lord, let us sit down too.
Peace, Michael, we have other matters now at hand.
I fear me, all will be bereaved. Tush, so it be known that we be married in the morning, I care not that I be hanged ere night. But to prevent the worst, I'll buy some rat's bane. Why? Will I poison myself? No, but my mistress. For I fear she'll tell. Tush, Michael, fear not her. She's wise enough.
Sir Michael, fetch us a cup of beer. Mistress Arden, here's to your husband.
My husband! What ails you, woman, to cry so suddenly?
Neighbors, a sudden qualm came on my heart. My husband being forth torments my mind. Something is amiss. I fear he is not well, or else he should be home ere now.
She will undo us through her foolishness.
Fear not, Mistress Alice. He's well enough.
Tell not me, I know he is not well. He was not wont for to stay thus late. Good Master Franklin, go you and seek him forth, and when you find him, tell him what a fear he hath put me in.
I like not this. Pray God all be well. I will seek him out and find him. If I can.
How shall I do to rid the rest away?
Leave that to my charge. Let me alone. Master Bradshaw, it is very late, and there are many false names abroad, and you have many narrow lanes to pass.
Think, friend Michael, and thou sayest true. I pray thee, let us forth and lend us a link.
Michael, go. And come back again. You know I do not love to be alone. Susan, go thou and bid thy brother come. Wherefore should he come? Here is naught but fear. Stay, Susan, stay, and have to counsel me.
Alas, I counsel, your friends are my wits.
See, Susan, where thy quondam master lies. Sweetheart, smeared in blood and filthy gore.
My brother, you, and I shall rue this deed.
Come, help me bear his body forth. Our salt tears shall be his obsequies.
How now? Oh, whither will you bear the body?
Mosby, I have my wish in that I joy thy sight.
Well, it behoves us to be circumspect.
Aye, for Franklin thinks that we have murdered him.
Aye, but he cannot prove it for his life. Come, we'll spend this night in dalliance and in sport.
Mistress, the mayor and all the watch are coming towards our house with glades and bills.
Lock up the doors, let them not in.
Tell me, Mistress Alice, how shall I escape?
Out the back door, over the woodpile, and lie one night at the flower de luce.
That is the next way to betray myself.
Alas, Mistress Alice, the watch will take me here and cause suspicion, or else would be none.
Then take the way that Master Mosby does. But first convey the body to the fields.
Until tomorrow, sweet Alice. And see you confess nothing in any case.
Be resolute. Mistress Arden, betray us not. Cleave to us, as we shall stick to you.
Let the judge and juries do their worst. My house is clear, and now I fear them not.
As we went, it snored all the way, which makes me fear our footsteps will be spied.
The snow will cover them again.
But it had done before we came back again.
Hark, hark, they not go! Go, let them in! No, Mistress Mayor, have you brought my husband home?
I saw him come into your house an hour ago.
Oh, you are deceived. It was a Londoner.
Mistress Arden, no, you're not one that is called Black Will.
I know none such. What mean such questions?
Well, I have the council's warrant to apprehend him. I'm glad it is no worse.
Why think you, Mistress Mayor, I harbor any such?
Oh, we have been informed that here he is, and therefore, pardon us, we must search.
I do search and spare not through every room. Were my husband home, you would not offer this. Why, Master Franklin, what means thou come so sad?
Arden, thy husband, and my friend, is slain!
And by whom? Master Franklin, can you tell?
I know not. But behind the abbey there he lies murdered in most piteous case.
But Master Franklin, are you sure 'tis he?
I am too sure. Would God I were deceived.
Find out the murderers! Let them be known!
Aye, so they shall be. Come you along with us.
Wherefore?
Know you this towel and this knife?
Aye, Michael, through this thy negligence you've betrayed and undone us all.
I was so afraid I knew not what I did. I thought I had thrown them both in the well.
It is the pig's blood we had to supper. But wherefore stay you? Go! Find out the murderers!
I fear me you'll prove to be one of them yourself.
Aye, what
I
mean
fear
such
me.
questions?
I fear me he was murdered in this house and carried to the field. For backwards and forwards from that place may you see the print of many feet within the snow. And look about the chamber where we are, and you will find part of his guiltless blood.
Look at the place where he was wont to sit. See his blood. It is too manifest.
It is a cup of wine that Michael shed.
Aye, truly.
It is his blood, which strumpet thou hast shed. But if I live, thou and thy accomplices who have conspired and wrought this deed shall rue it.
Heavens can witness, I loved him more than all the world beside. But bring me to him. Let me see his body.
Bring that villain, and Mosby's sister too. And one of you go to the Flower de Luce and seek for Mosby, and apprehend him too.
The Lady Chambly, in her husband's days we kept, and now he's dead. And she's grown so stout, she will not know her old companions. I came thither thinking to have had harbor as I was wont, and she was ready to thrust me out of doors. Whether she would or no, I got me up. And as she followed me, I spurned her down the stairs and broke her neck and cut her tapster's throat. And now I'm going to go fling them into the Thames. I have the gold. What care I though it be known? I'll cross the water and take sanctuary.
See, Mistress Arden, where your husband lies. Confess this foul fault and be penitent.
Arden, sweet husband, shall I say? The more I speak his name, the more he bleeds. And the blood condemns me in gushing forth. It speaks as it falls and asks why I did it.
Arden, sweet husband, if my death could save thine, thou shouldst not die. Rise up, sweet Arden, and enjoy thy love. And frown not on me when we meet in heaven. In heaven I love thee, though on earth I did not.
Say, Mosby, what made thee murder him?
Study not for answer. Look not down. His purse and girdle at thy bed's head witness sufficiently thou didst the deed. It bootless is to swear thou didst it not.
I hired Black Will and Shakebag, ruffians both, and they and I have done this deed. But wherefore stay we? Come and bear me hence.
Those ruffians shall not escape. I will up to London and get the council's warrant to apprehend them.
Shakebag, I hear, hath taken sanctuary. But I am so pursued by hues and cries of petty robbery that I can come unto no sanctuary. Therefore must I at last be fain to go on board some hoy, and so to Flushing. There's no staying here. Had Sitting Bro, the watch was sure to take me. And had I not covered my head with my buckler and run full blanket adventure, I had never gone further than there. The constable had 20 warrants to apprehend me, and besides, I have stolen from his man at Gadshill. Therefore, farewell, England. I'll to Flushing now.
Come, make haste and bring away the prisoners.
Mistress Arden, you are now going to God, and I am by the law condemned to die about a letter I brought from Master Green. I pray you, Mistress Arden, speak the truth. Was I ever privy to your intent or no?
What should I say? Thou brought me such a letter, but I dare swear thou knewest not the contents. But for now, leave to trouble me with worldly things, and let me meditate upon my Savior Christ, whose blood must save me for the blood I shed.
Convey me from the presence of that strumpet.
But for thou, I would never have been a strumpet. Alas, I was bewitched. What cannot oaths and protestations do when men have opportunity to woo? Alas, I was too young to sound my villainies, but now I find it, repent too late. I, gentle brother, wherefore should I die? I knew not of it till the deed was done.
For thee I mourn more than for myself, but let it suffice. I cannot save thee now.
And if your brother and my mistress had not promised me your hand in marriage, I had ne'er consented to this foul deed.
Enough! Leave to accuse each other now and listen to the sentence I shall give. Bear Mosby and his sister to London Street, where they in Smithfield must be executed. Bear Mistress Arden to Canterbury, where her sentence is that she should be burned. Bradshaw and Michael in Faversham must suffer death.
Let my death make amends for all my sins.
Fie upon women! That shall be my song. But bear me hence, for I have lived too long.
Seeing no hope on earth, and heaven is my hope. Faith, I care not, seeing I die with Susan. My blood be on her head who gave this sentence.
To speedy execution with them all.
Thus have you seen the truth of Arden's death. As for the ruffians, Shakebag and Blackwill, the one took sanctuary and, being sent for out, was murdered in Southwark as she passed to Greenwich where the Lord Protector lay. Black Will was burned in Flushing on a stage. Green was hanged in Osbridge at Kent. The painter fled, and how he died we know not. But this above the rest is to be noted. Arden lay murdered in that plot of ground which he with force and violence held for greed. And in the grass his body's print was seen 2 years and more after the deed was done. Gentles, we hope you'll pardon this naked tragedy, wherein no filed points were foisted in to make it gracious to the ear or eye. For simple truth is gracious enough. and needs no other points of glozing stuff.